Everyone. I've got WPL on the mind lately. I've got a number of products from WPL and I've always liked them. I've got a C24-1 right here that I'm still working on. This is the one that I ripped all the guts out of when I put the Injora ESC receiver and motor and everything else into. I'm having a problem because of the where the motor is, where I have to mount it, it's up high. So I'm getting really bad angle on my drive shafts here. So I'm gonna have to figure something out and fix that, but that's my own doing. I probably, to be honest with you, should have just left it alone, but I didn't. But I'll get that fixed up. Now, yesterday, I made a video of this guy and was trailing him around in the snow a bit. And I did that because Toe Shifter got me thinking about WPL again. I guess he had seen a couple of my videos a while back, and then he ordered this truck, which is the B16 in green. And so yesterday I went out and I thought, well, I knew he got it. He had mentioned that he got it and he was going to do a review on it. So I said, oh, you know what? I'm going outside anyway because I made a video of my EV Hummer from FMS. And I thought I'll take this one out and give it a bit of a run and then post a video and he can see it running and kind of support his new purchase. So I did that, and then I come back in and I'm uploading my video, and then what pops up in my feed, his unboxing video. So a number of you have commented on that saying, hey, I came here from Toe Shifter and he's got the unboxing, or, you know, must be the 6x6 WPL day. So I thought I've done a review on this one and the B36-3 I've got behind it, but I've done some upgrades to the B36-3, and I thought I'd just do a quick overview again, talk about WPL, because I think a lot of people thought they were kind of a crappy grade, and they're not. If you want something that looks really cool that you can tinker with and you can trail, these things are it, and you're not dropping a lot of money, under $100. Now there's some there's one of theirs I want, but it comes in a full kit where you have to build it, and lately my patience level is not where I need to be trying to build something. So anyway, so here's the video I had of it, or the one of this guy yesterday. So just a quick, if you look at the bottom, they've got the same chassis between this and the one behind. I'll show you in a second. This one I have is fully stock now. So it's got a single speed motor. It's got the plastic drive shafts, which I'm going to talk about in a second. And although it's got plastic axles, it's all leaf spring, by the way. And it looks really good when it's running. If you look at that, like, you get some pretty cool looks. The front isn't that bouncy, but it will, if need be. It'll give you the flex you're kind of looking for. So I did a few things to this, and the good thing with WPL is their aftermarket parts, or their parts, I should say, are extremely reasonable. I'll put a link to this canopy. I don't know, 10 bucks, 17 bucks, 15 bucks, something like that, 20 bucks. Cheap as hell. I did a few little things in the back. I put a chain on and a pallet back there. This ladder I had, I don't know what it's from, but I mounted it. I put a different smokestack on it because the other one kind of broke off, and I just made this one. But they're cool trucks to play around with and do things on. It comes with headlights. I'm going to run some lights to the rear somehow. These do not have, let me just double check, buckets in the back, but I think if I drill a hole I could figure something out, but it's not a big deal. The front lights are kind of cool. So this is what it's like stock. And what I did was I had ordered, these have been sitting around for a while because I went to the metal drive shafts on the B36-3. Now, stock, this is going to come with a servo with plastic gears. You can get a digital metal gear servo from them for 17 bucks. I think that's what this one was. And I currently put one in this guy because I had a problem with the servo. So I've got it installed. Now I wanted to mount it to the axle, but it just wasn't working out for me. So I mounted it back up to the body, and it's working fine. Great servos. They can undergo a lot of pressure and they work well. So again, 17 bucks to order one of these. I am going to put this probably in the one back here, the B36-3, just because if you can see, it's pulling a trailer and I got a little tank commuter on the back. So there's a lot of weight on it. And I'll refresh everybody's memory. I got a video, I put a new motor in this one as well. But so single speed motor, everything's plastic. The casings for the axles are plastic, but all the gears inside are metal. So you're not going to be looking at stripping anything per se. Little things, yeah, it's got a plastic steering horn and the links, no problem. Those can easily be replaced, but haven't had an issue. I had metal ones on here, but then I needed them for something else, so I took it off, but I haven't had an issue with the servo or anything. The only thing I would recommend, so not to jump around too much, so servo 17 bucks. You can buy a package of, comes with the grease, your Loctite. You get a package of metal drive shafts, and they basically go on, there's a little ring there, and you get your grub screw and everything. These are, I think, 25 bucks. I think it was 25, or I'm trying to think if maybe the servo was or not. Yeah. In any event, it's not 25 bucks for the drive shafts. That'll do a 6x6. Pretty good. And you'll see these on the one in the back there in 1 second. So if you did want to upgrade, I'd recommend the servo, just if you want to tinker with it, right? Or you can wait till it breaks, if something, and maybe it won't. I've had these for a long time, and it hasn't. This one hasn't broken yet. And same with the other one. I just ordered it because I was ordering some other stuff and it was cheap to have on hand. So I'm going to do the metal drive shafts just because in my head it just makes it kind of stronger and whatever it might be. I don't think I need to do the axles because even though the plastic on the outside, everything inside is metal. So I'm okay with that, but I'll definitely do these. And the only other upgrade I would do is it's going to come with this battery. It's a 500 milliamp. Now they each come with the battery, but they each have a different clip on it. So this one here has a 2-prong clip. This one here, which is, I got C24 on it because they're both the same, but the one at the back, the 36-3, let me move this out of the way. This guy is a 4-clip. So what I did was or is he a 4 or is he a 3? Let me check. He's a 4. But what you can do is upgrade the battery. So what I did for this guy was I got some of these 2000 milliamp Zeee batteries, and these things are fantastic. So, and you can change off your ends. So I got this one, but I'm looking at this one, and this one's a 3-clip, and this is a 4. So I think I might have grabbed the wrong battery, but I'll put a link to it anyway. So little things like that. Get a better battery, and if you want to throw some metal stuff on these things, you can. So again, this guy, the canopy, yeah, I aged it. This is one of the first things I ever aged, and this was done with a marker, my finger, and a little bit of some kind of rust paint that I got early on. And then I painted these to look like wood, put some wood at the front. So pretty neat at the end of the day. So let's talk about this guy right here, what I've done to him. So again, when you get this, it's the B36-3. I think it's about $120 Canadian. You get your truck, your trailer. You don't get this guy, which is the W12. I'll have to put a link to that as well. But this guy is about 100 bucks, 90 bucks, something like that. And I had another video where I put magnets in this canopy. I ran, the battery used to go in here, and this thing is a real pain to try to open up this piece. And because, so again, you got your 4-link or 4-pin thing there. This is the wrong battery. But anyways, you can get upgraded batteries. These are 1200 milliamp, and I know that because I put them in here. So give me a second. I'm gonna go grab the right battery. There we go. Okay, so there you got your 4-pin, and these are a lithium-ion 1500 milliamp battery. They do help. I was having some problems with this one, with the single-speed motor, and I think because of the weight of the trailer and everything, and it was cutting out on me. So I upgraded. You can use the same transmitter, and I upgraded to a 2-speed motor in this, and I do have a video of me installing it, and I went with the bigger battery, and I did the same thing with the tank here. So this battery obviously would not fit in this little tiny compartment. Let me open that up. And again, it was a pain. So if you look in there, there's your on-off switch, and you got this battery, it won't go, and you'd have to put one of these smaller ones into it. And even WPL recommends upgrading. So this guy, I got another one with Velcro on it. I can put right in there, and I can easily, and I also mounted some rear lights on this one because it comes with front lights, rear, and then you just put your, which way does this go? Like this. I got the magnets, and you put your cap on. This comes with normally with plastic tracks. I put the metal ones on. It's a pretty cool vehicle, especially if you want something to go with this. So I'll put a link to all these. So I think for your money, $120 to get this whole thing with the trailer is pretty awesome. When you think about it. This guy, another 90 bucks, 80 bucks, whatever he is. Again, I'll put up a link. So what I'll do, and I've also kind of aged and weathered this, just like I did this guy with the paint. I did the same thing on this. And one of the other things I did, because if you notice, there's the wheels are black. This one comes with wheels that are green that match the body. So that just unclips. There's a wire because you've got these little ramps down here that you control through your transmitter. So this guy, so again, I put these are some WPL wheels. I can't remember what they came on. I think it was on their Suzuki Jimny. One of them came with that. So I put them on here because I think they match the trailer a little bit, and it just gave a bit of a darker look. These are the stock tires that come on it. I like the tread. They're not the softest of tires, but again, I'm not crawling, I'm trailing. Yesterday I had this guy out here, and he had trouble making it up a bit of an incline, but that's because I think it was so cold out and these tires just got hard. If you'll see, I'm going to put up a video probably tomorrow of the Hummer EV from FMS. It's got some aftermarket Endura tires on it, crawling tires, and it went up no problem. But this one here, in the cold, they're going to get hard. But if you look at the tread pattern, I do like the tread pattern. It's nice and open. If you look at the stock tires on this, you'll see it's a nice looking tread. Don't get me wrong, I like the look of it. But this one comes with this. And what I might do, I talked about this in another video where, some people have said, oh, your tires are on backwards because usually your V pattern runs down. And I've seen a number of videos, Brother RC was one of them, where people flip them around. And I think Jerry's old guy review, I think his last Let It Fly, I think it was that video or another video, but he mentioned it as well, and he was running his finger, and you're thinking, you know what, you can feel the better grip. So I'm thinking with these being such an open pattern, I might flip them because it might give you some more grip, which I think would be pretty cool. So if you see, I weathered this one as well. On there, just some silver paint. I took that marker again, bit of a black marker, smudged it. I took some rust paint. I didn't want it to be overly, aged. I just wanted to look a little roughed up, and I think that did the job. So on the bottom, again, there will be a video where I put in the new 2-speed motor, and your transmitter doesn't have to change. You don't have to get a new one. Or the new ESC plugs in, and you got a button on there that'll change your gears for you. Again, plastic housings. However, they've got metal gears in them. I've still got the plastic steering link. I still have the stock plastic servo. I think I'm going to be putting this guy in because it is a 17-gram digital and it's metal. And I figured with the weight this thing is trying to pull, it might just help. Now, a lot of the weight is in the back, so I'm not sure it's going to do too much for the front, but I've got it. I'm going to throw it in. You can see I've already done 2 of the drive shafts. Now, what I did was I ordered these because these I already had. So I put them on. I was missing the rear one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these and put it on here, and I might put a couple of these on the B16. So, and switching these out is easy. And as you can see, you've got this little piece here. It's got, you know, those old key rings, not old, I guess, key rings. It's got one of those things that you put on it. Real easy to put on and off. This motor has its own servo, so it mounts up inside there, and this rod moves back and forth to change your gears. Again, you'll see that in the video where I did the install. So, and if you look how this thing moves, like these leaf springs on the back are awesome. Awesome. Holds the weight up, which is good. They've got the leaf spring reversed. I don't know if you can see in there. Normally they'll be like this one, right? Where they kind of come down in a U, whereas these are a smile, where these kind of go like a frown. But it's a metal leaf spring. And it's got some helpers on there. I wonder if they're metal or plastic helpers. I think they're metal as well. So for me, no need to change those out. This thing runs well. I just think with everything it's pulling, if I got the metal on here with the drive shafts, it'll just make it that much stronger. Again, this one comes headlights as well. That's really it. That's all I wanted to go over. So price-wise, you can't beat these things. You can't beat them for scale. You can't beat them for the money. For the price you're paying out of the box. And again, this one's out of the box. I've done nothing to it except for paint it up and put a canopy on the back. And it ran fine in the snow. It had a bit of a struggle going up the incline, just because it was slipping. The tires just weren't grabbing. It wasn't that it wasn't strong enough to pull it up or anything. So this has got the stock single speed motor in it. Works fine for me. This guy, because of the weight, I've got it pulling. This thing's pretty heavy, to be honest with you. I think it's heavier, about the same as that. So once you throw something on the back here, I guess you're just looking for a little bit of trouble as far as getting traction. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to flip these tires out, and these aren't bead locks, so they just slide right off. I haven't had a need to glue them. There's no foams or anything in these. I don't feel the need to do it. But if I were to switch it around, I think I'm going to have a much better time with traction, I think. Now I'm going to be honest with everybody. Winter came, and this one I haven't had out. I have an old run video of it from last summer, beginning of last summer. Sorry, I'm just trying to. Normally you'd change these and you'd take the wheel off to make it easier for yourself, but so yeah. So I think I'll just put it the same way. So I think, yeah, I've got to flip these around to that side, or I think I just put it on. You know when you're not paying attention? Yeah, I got to flip the sides on them. We'll go over there to... No, I don't. No, that is backwards. Okay, perfect. So if you want to put them on backwards, I think it's going to help. And that is it. So I apologize for rambling. It's just that with Toe Shifter getting his B16, I was really happy for him because he had ordered it based on some of my videos and me talking about them. And I told him for the money, you can't beat it. Might you have to do some upgrades? Sure. Can they be a little bouncy? Yeah. But as far as the trail truck goes, right out of the box, and the customer service from WPL is phenomenal. I know Tow Shifter had a bit of an issue with the shipping, but I think I had the same problem with FMS, and I'm still having it. They promised me a new body on something, and I think they've had their holidays, and they were busy over our Christmas holidays, and I think everybody's service suffered a little bit, because normally, I think like he was saying, you know, you order something a week, you kind of expect to have it. And with these guys, everything I've ordered has come really fast. So I think they got a little backlog, but I've had to reach out in the past to ask some questions as far as service. You'll have a guy named Edward and Liam from there. And you couldn't ask for two nicer guys who enjoy the hobby, who want to help you out. Now, I'm going to put links to these. I had an affiliate link, and something happened. So normally you'd go on the, if you used one of my links, I could direct you right to this, right to that. It kept turning off on me. So when I'd go on, my affiliate link wouldn't be there for me to see. So all it does now is if I set up my affiliate link, it just sends you to WPL, to the main site, and you got to go searching for these things. So I don't even have my affiliate link on anymore. I think if I cut and paste it into the description of this video, it'll take you to the site. So that's what I'll do, is I'll cut and paste the link to WPL to go in, and then underneath it, I'll put the names of all of these things, and then you can just search them. It's really easy to just search metal drive shafts and it comes up. Same with the steering servo and everything. You can't go wrong with it. And if you're interested in this guy and the metal tracks, it's all there. The one suggestion, and I think I made this in the original video, is if you get the metal tracks, they have an option. You pay a tiny bit more and you'll get them assembled. Otherwise, when you get these, you have to put it's like a watch band with those pins. You have to put every one of these together. And I don't know about you, but I don't have the patience to be sitting there for 2 hours trying to get these little things together. I'll pay an extra 10, 15, 20 bucks, whatever it was, and have somebody else put it together for me. So, all right. So there we go. I hope you guys appreciated that. And again, there's going to be a link to the Zeee Batteries. I will put a link to the WPL batteries that you can get. I will put a link to this. I think it's a W12, your B16, and then your B36-3, which comes with your trailer. And again, even if you go and look up wheels, I'm looking over here on the side, there are a ton of wheels that you can get. These are a much softer version. I don't think they're much bigger. These are on my C24-1. So if you wanted to go with some softer wheels, go on the website and look around, and you can easily find them. And they're quite inexpensive in the grand scheme of things, as far as when you look at some other brands. So batteries, the motor, I'll put a link to that for you guys as well. And yeah, that's it. All right, man. I hope everybody enjoyed that. I know Tow Shifter's going to enjoy this one. Actually, he got it in green. He's going to enjoy it. They look awesome trailing around. That's it. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. And like, share, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Thanks.